How are you? How is everyone? Yeah.
I sit on this side because I have to balance it.
Yeah. That's all good. It's all good. Well, let's acknowledge that we may have people who are watching online. This feels a little present. Should we pull down the... Do you mind helping him with that?
Well, it's going to sound totally different.
It just seems really... Maybe I'm not used to this room yet because this is our first time in this room. Yeah. But here's what I would love us to start with is this beautiful song that Christy is going to play of one of her original pieces. If you would, please. Oh, can you stop the playback, please? Here we go. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So good morning. Welcome to Tucson New Thought and our 9 o'clock gathering. This is, in our brand new space, which I'm kind of feeling out in the moment because it's a very different feel from what we've been accustomed to. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz. I'm the founding spiritual director here at Tucson New Thought, and it is such a joy to have you join us this morning. We are a spiritual community where all people are welcome. We are a spiritual community where we are here to teach one thing and one thing only. And those of you who have been here before will have a little clue as to what that one thing is. What is it? Love. We are here to teach love, absolutely. We stand for, the tenets of our organization are love only, forgive everything, and remember who you are. And when we're rooted in that, you know what? Life gets better. When we understand that and we really practice that, life gets better. Tucson New Thought as an organization is here to create a world that works for everyone. That's our vision, and we do this by providing practical tools for personal transformation to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence, and that is a key word. And I know, so there's going to be a little bit of acknowledgement of the one person who is brand new in the room, and I'm not going to make you stand up, and I know. But what I would love for all of us who have been here before to do is to let us know what we know about you, and that is, you are magnificent. You are magnificent. And we know that about you because it is an inherent truth. And, well, frankly, you're a reflection of each and every one of us. So the degree to which we know our own magnificence is the degree to which it is reflected back to us. And so let us each state for ourselves, I am magnificent. I am magnificent. Indeed, indeed. So just take a moment to acknowledge the other people in the room. You don't have to get up, but just make some eye contact and allow yourself to see the magnificence all around. So we do a ceremony every week to honor the faith traditions, whichever side you want to start on. All religious paths, all faith traditions, spiritual ideologies, we do this ceremony to honor the fact that the way we understand them is that they are all rooted in one divine current of love, that at the core of each and every one of them is love. And so for each candle that we light, this is our acknowledgement that they are rooted in love. So we light a candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light a candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light a candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light a candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the divine will of love as the highest calling. We light a candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light a candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light a candle for all those who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them, and for all faith traditions unnamed in this ceremony. And this final candle we light is a candle that represents the healing of any circumstance which requires divinity to be revealed, for that is how we teach healing. It is the revelation of the divine energy, the divine creative source at the core of all creation. And so this is your candle for whatever is in your mind and your heart that requires the light. Thank you. I invite you to just acknowledge the candle on your right, which is our peace candle. The peace candle we keep lit with the understanding that as it is lit permanently, that it reflects the permanent illumination of peace in our hearts. We acknowledge this candle with this modified prayer for protection written by James Dillett Freeman. Let's read this together. Truly, the light of peace surrounds us, the love of peace enfolds us, the power of peace protects us, and the presence of peace watches over us. Wherever we are, peace is. That is the truth. So I'm going to invite you to relax right where you are as we take a moment of centering, a short meditation on the affirmation for the month. And the affirmation this month is, I am a magnificent blank page of infinite possibility. I'm a magnificent blank page of infinite possibility. So I invite you, if it's comfortable and you'd like to close your eyes, just take this moment to relax into that, acknowledge that affirmation, which I will say out loud again, and hear it in your own inner voice. I am a magnificent blank page of infinite possibility. I am a magnificent blank page of infinite possibility. And now we simply allow, in this moment, a reflection on that notion, that with each breath, there is a reflection of the inherent possibility that lies at the core of our hearts. For we are that which is. We are the infinite nature of this divine creative power expressed as us. infinite possibility is assured through each and every one of us because of this connection to infinite probability. And so I acknowledge this, I allow this, and I trust this. I settle into the notion that with each breath I breathe, with each breath each and every one of us breathes, we are breathing in love, breathing out love, inhaling and exhaling that infinite energy of love. This room is immersed in love. And this infinite love, this energy, stretches beyond the confines of these walls to fill this entire city. And it continues to fill this country, and it continues to fill the continent, the world. It expands beyond the atmosphere into the solar system and beyond into the far reaches of the galaxy. And this energy centered at the core of each and every one of our hearts continues and continues and continues. And the entire universe is rooted in the love that we have right here. Breathing into this, I trust, I know. And I invite you silently to repeat these words to yourself. I am here. I am fully present. I am open to a positive, inspiring experience for myself and for everyone whom I encounter.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a sense of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a sense of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
And when it's comfortable, if you'd like to open your eyes and Thank you, Christy. So those of you in the room who are here for the first time, I don't prepare, I know, I don't prepare for this particular gathering. I don't prepare a talk. I don't prepare a message. I do this thing where I take the Science of Mind and Spirit, which is the book that is really the primary text that we use in this particular branch of the New Thought philosophy. And I ask that you please provide for me a number between 25 and 423. I heard 25 first.
You said between 25.
Yeah, between 20, well, including 25.
287 is
280, I'm going to go to 287. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 paragraphs on this page. Which paragraph shall I? 3? Oh, this is good. It's a short paragraph, super short. A man does not suddenly become affluent because he sits around and thinks, I am a multimillionaire. But when he thinks affluently, he does begin to demonstrate prosperity. That's the whole paragraph. A man does not suddenly become affluent because he sits around and thinks, I am a multimillionaire. But when he thinks affluently, he does begin to demonstrate prosperity. Well, it's good that this kind of comes up in our Back to Basics month. Back to Basics is the theme of our month. And Back to Basics is really saying, what are the foundational premises on which this philosophy is based? And it really is based on this notion that our thoughts create our experience. That's where it's rooted. Our thoughts create our experience. Now, the New Thought philosophy itself was born out of our thoughts can affect the physical beingness. Like, it was really rooted in faith healing. But New Thought kind of has expanded the concept of faith healing the physical body with the understanding that as we heal our minds, everything in the world of circumstance is healed. So if we're feeling poor, if that is a thought that we have, if we think lack, and that is our habit of thought, then we will experience lack. But we can heal the experience of lack and have the experience of prosperity when we address what is happening in our minds, first and foremost. And that's what he's talking about here. Now, the clue is to say, he says, a man does not suddenly become affluent because he sits around and thinks, I am a multimillionaire. It's very easy to have a thought. Would you agree with that? I mean, we have thoughts all the time. All the time. And what I often get asked is, well, and I talked about this in class on Wednesday night, and I think I even talked about it last Sunday. I said, if I think about a pink elephant doesn't appear, but you're probably all thinking about a pink elephant right now because I said the words pink elephant. At least the words are in your mind. So why has a pink elephant not appeared in the room? And what I would suggest is this. There is some level of belief within each and every one of us that is stronger than the individual thought that prohibits that from demonstrating itself out of thin air. Now, here's the other thing about that. The pink elephant exists somewhere in the universe because we can conceptualize it. And if we really want to have the experience of the pink elephant or prosperity, because it's all the same thing, it's all thought. If we want to have the experience of anything in this world, anything in this life, anything in this universe, the first thing we must do is address the thought. Now, our thoughts rooted in belief are what create the construct of our lives. It's really the belief that's doing the work. That's what's really doing the work. Now, there's another thing that affects beliefs. Beliefs can be affected and are affected by our feelings. Because we can have a very strong belief in one direction or the other. It can be the same idea that is at the root of that belief, but depending on our feeling around that belief is going to direct the flow of the belief. And the flow of the belief will express itself as a thought, which then may be expressed out loud, because I can speak my thoughts, the ones that I'm aware of anyway. And as that all intermingles, this becomes the flow of our lives. So if I sit around and I just think, I am a multimillionaire, if it is not grounded in the belief and the faith of that conscious idea, then I will not have that experience. So what I'm always looking to address is more than the thought. It is the belief and the feeling, and those three things intermingled. So that's the whole work that we're doing in spiritual practice, is to address the thoughts, the beliefs, and feelings at the core of our beingness, because those are the things that are running the show. And it is often said in these circles of new thought that, well, people ask the question, how do I know what my beliefs are? How do I know what I'm thinking? Because there's a lot that happens under the level of awareness. And the answer is, look at your life. All of it, 100% of it, is a reflection of what is happening in your mind and happening in your heart. And so if we are to truly address the stuff in our life, which is why most people come to this philosophy to begin with, because they want to address the stuff in their lives that is not working so well. They come here and they say, oh, this is a philosophy that promises that things can change in my life, that I can actually have what I want in life, and that I can be the person that I want to be in life. And the answer is absolutely yes, you can be and have it all, but you must be it internally in mind first and foremost, and start to do the mental work of aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and ideas in a directed way to create the life you want to create. And what follows that is impulse. Because when those things are in alignment, what will happen is we are impelled into action in our lives. Because it's not just about sitting around and having the thought. I can sit around and have thoughts all day. It doesn't create anything until I actually allow the mental work to take over and create action in my life. And so I am impelled into action through my thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. Or I can stop it. Or I can stop it. Or I can stop it. I can stop it. So when he says, when he thinks affluently, and this book is written in 1938, so, this version of the book, I would say let's adjust that. When he believes affluently, and that belief is rooted in the feeling of what it is to be affluent, then we begin to demonstrate prosperity. And a lot of people come to this philosophy because we teach prosperity. We say that you can experience prosperity in your life. You can have the money, but prosperity is so much more than that. Prosperity is a deeper understanding of our connection to the whole. And as we are enveloped in and as that connection, the prosperity flows in so many magnificent ways. It shows up in our friendships. It shows up in our good health. It shows up in the creative expression, the things we do in life. Those things can all be expressions of our prosperity. It's not just about money and things. In fact, I would say prosperity has a lot less to do with money and things, because those are just reflections of your inner beingness. And so feeling prosperous makes us prosperous. It's all rooted in feeling and belief and thought. And as we align those things, it shows up in the world of form. And for that, I am deeply grateful, because it has changed my life. By demonstration, I will tell you, this new space, for me, is a demonstration of a rooted consciousness of prosperity. I don't know about all you, in my mind, in my heart, in my belief system. And I'm grateful that you're all along for the ride. But this would never have happened if I had not understood the nature of beingness that is at the core of me. I truly believe that we'd probably still, we might still be at Spark Project Collective, the tattoo shop. We were in a tattoo shop for a while. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with a tattoo shop, but it was not a reflection of what was at the core of our hearts. And so we have moved, we have continued to expand, and I know we will continue to expand. And so as we expand, as we continue to expand, The good news is, as we continue to expand, we open ourselves up, we open our consciousness up, we open our awareness up, life gets better all around. And that's my message. Namaste. You came in right at the end of the message. I apologize. But there's a whole other celebration at 10:30 too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if Christy, if you would join me up here again, please. And we're going to root ourselves with this chant, very simple chant. And so I allow you to take whatever it is that is in your heart right here and right now, and just allow yourself to ruminate on that idea.
God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am, God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. What I know is that right here in this very moment, there is a power and presence. There's a creative energy. There is only the infinite flow that is expressing itself by means of all creation. And it is perfectly expressing itself right here in this room by means of each and every one of us, by all that exists. We are this infinite power and presence at the level of our expression and understanding of it. And so I welcome the more. I welcome the evolution of mind to increase the flow and experience of the divine in my life and in the lives of each and every one of us. I welcome the good. I know that as we expand our minds into a more affluent consciousness, we experience that affluence perfectly. And so I know that we are expanded right here, right now. And for this, I live in deep gratitude. I am so grateful. I have that feeling of gratitude welling up and overflowing from within me right here in this moment. And I trust that this gratitude is the fuel in that creative engine, and it all flows forth magnificently. I let it be so as I release, let go, allow, trust, know, let go, and let fly. And together we say, and so it is.
Tucson New Thought, this organization, this physical expression of divinity, is completely supported through your generosity, and this is the time where we give. So I invite you to take out whatever it is that you are giving the center today, your investment, your gift, your contribution, doesn't matter what you call it. What I recognize it as is the energy of divine love flowing through this time and this place to do great work in this world, because that is our intention. If we are to create a world that works for everyone, it is up to us to be in action with that conscious idea, and this supports that action. I honor your commitment to the vision and mission of this center, and I am so grateful for all you have to share. Let's read together as we hold it, whatever it is we're offering the center. Let's read together our divine givingness statement. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that spirit is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of my spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so we'll sing, I am so blessed. 1, 2, 3.
am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I'm so grateful, grateful, grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I'm so grateful, 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 grateful. I am so blessed. Let's just take a moment of acknowledgement that right here in this basket is the infinite flow of the universe expressed in perfection that moves through this time and this place to do great work in the world. And I am so infinitely grateful for all that has been collected here. And I trust and know that it is utilized with the highest integrity by the leadership of this organization for the good of this world, for the good of this universe. Because why limit ourselves? So I live in trust and faith, and I am in deep gratitude for this. I let it be so. I release, let go, allow, and know it to be as together we say. And so it is. Yes. Oh, I'm going to turn off these lights. And here we go.
Good morning,
There we
everyone.
go.
Here are your Tucson New Thought announcements for January 26, 2020. Join us this Wednesday at 6 o'clock p.m. for our midweek spiritual practice. This week is all about visioning. Reverend Jonathan will guide you to tap into a vision for your most magnificent self. It's not too late to join class. Spiritual Foundations continues this Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. This course will answer your questions about New Thought and science of mind. Join us on Wednesday. Today is Potluck Sunday. Thank you to everyone who brought a dish to share. For more information on everything that is happening at Tucson New Thought, check out our website at tucsonnewthought.org and connect with us on Facebook and Instagram at Tucson New Thought. Thank you for being here and sharing your magnificence with us.
Thank you. If you could go to the next slide, and I guess I should turn the lights back on. So we were supposed to have our annual general meeting today, our annual community meeting today. It was supposed to happen today after the second gathering. And we've decided, because of all that had to go into us moving into this space this week, when we originally scheduled this, we didn't know we were going to be doing this, and then this opportunity became available, and it all unfolded. So our annual community meeting is actually we've delayed it. We're going to delay it a week. We're going to do it next week instead. And what I said in the email that I sent out last night is, we've put so much time, energy, love, and preparation into this space, we should be doing the same thing for our meeting as well. That kind of time, energy, love, and preparation. So if you were planning on staying for the meeting, just plan to be here next week for the meeting. I want to say thank you to Aiden on our technical support today. Thank you for being here and for shining your light in a way that is magnificent. I want to say thank you to Marvis, our greeter today. Yes, and I want to say thank you to Karimon, who's off counting the money or something, for helping out with the service today. And of course, thank you to Christy Andrews for blessing us with your magnificent music. Thank you. And I want to say thank you for being here to celebrate with us at our contemplative gathering for the first time in our new space. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's watching online. I live in deep gratitude for this beautiful community and for this experience. And so as we finalize our experience this morning, I'm going to send you off with this beautiful Kundalini blessing set to music. May the long time
sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. And so it is. Make it a magnificent week, everyone. Namaste.